Welcome back everybody to another video. This video is going to be about farming. I'm going to try to do my best to explain what are farms, how to get your farms, when to start your farms, the different types of farms, going into the talents, I'll explain how I use my farms, what type of troops that you'll need for your farms, and then a reason to keep your farms at level 15 or below, level 15, because there's a $10 pack you can buy if you wanted to, not saying you have to. Just letting you know about that option. And then I'll be going into your equipment, what type of equipment you're going to want for your farms. And yeah, so that's what this video is going to be about. I'm even thinking about throwing in a little treat at the end of about a couple days ago from us spanking some Chinese dogs. On the palace. It was pretty fun, so if I get around to it, I might throw that at the end. Yeah, and I'm just going to try to do my best to explain to everybody in the easiest way possible. We'll be talking about donations, the Alliance store, how to save real money by donating, all kinds of things. So let's just jump right into it. What is a farm? A farm is a low-level castle that you use to gather resources only, and it helps you out. And that's what that's for, just for resources. Free resources, you don't have to pay for them. But it takes a while. It takes part of your time. It takes a little bit of time to spend on these farms, so definitely you're going to want to have the extra time to spend on these farms. For about 4 farms, it takes me about, 4 mature farms, it takes me only about 45 minutes to run through them all, get them all working, get them set for, and that'll last for about, and I'll have to come back in about 3 hours and do it all over again. So, I expect to spend about roughly 45 minutes, maybe less if you're faster, maybe longer if you're slower, I don't know. Just expect to spend around 45 minutes every 3 or 4 hours to run your farms. But that's a mature farm. An immature farm, and when you're first starting out, it will take even longer. So yes, in the beginning is the hardest. So let's go into it. How do I get a farm? Well, you already have a main castle, we're hoping, if you're watching this video. And so you go up here, you click on your picture. Okay, you go down here to these gears, you press settings. And then you go to account, okay, there. And then you go to, at the very bottom, it says start a new game. Are you sure you want to start a game data on this server? This data has been bound. You can recover it by switching accounts. Okay, hopefully you've bound your account already. Do not press confirm if you have not bound your account to either Facebook or Google account. Okay, so bind that first. I'm hoping you have all figured out how to bind on your own. So, but this is saying, it says warning and it looks crazy and you don't want to press confirm. But it's okay, guys. Go ahead, press confirm. You're bound already, so we can come back to my main castle whenever we want. It's not a problem. I'm already bound to Facebook. So here we go. We're starting a new castle. and it did say this kingdom, so we should be in the same kingdom. Hopefully, guys, you have already made an account. I don't want to go through this, so we're gonna skip. Okay, we're gonna skip all this crap. I should have pressed skip the tutorial there. Okay, skip this tutorial, press OK real fast, because if you don't press OK real fast, you don't get the option to skip. Like, it expects you to read all that within a second. So we're just going to keep pressing this tips right here. Boom. You know what, I might even cut this out of the video, so we'll just go ahead and skip the important part. So once you get through all that crap, just go ahead and press your picture again up here. Go back down to the gears again, and go to here, go to account. Now you're going to want to go to bind account. I already have one bounce in my Facebook, so I can't do Facebook, so I got to go to Google. Google will let you do multiple. I don't even know how many they'll let you do, but they do a lot. So don't worry about that. You can make as many farms as you want for Google. I've already gone ahead and made Big Bob here. And we'll go ahead. Boom. Big Bob. Fanatic Armadillo. I am bound. That's how we bind. And then you could switch accounts. Here we go. Switch account. Go there. Press Google account. And then it will have a whatever you want to bind your account with. And that's it, guys. Yeah, so that's it for that. You should be able to switch between accounts like that. Alright, moving on. That's how we get a farm. So now we're here. And you go ahead and, man, you have a lot of work to do from here, okay? So from here, you're just going to be pressing this button all the time and just doing whatever this tells you to do. Basically until you're like, you know, however it is, wherever you're going. I'm going to go ahead and switch to my mature farm now, though, so I can show you what a mature farm looks like, and then I'll just tell you what to do from there. I was just showing you how to make a farm account, so thank you for being patient, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the next part, which is my mature farm, and there I'll be talking a lot more. So, thanks, guys. Okay, guys, this is the mature farm, the level 15. I'll go ahead and go down the list of all the things that we should talk about. Talents and skills. So your talents and skills for your farm are going to be obviously development, because that's where you get your resources. I happen to chose both ways here. I think it's because I just had leftover points that I thought maybe those would be the best spot. But really, this is a wood farm, not a food farm. So I go down here and sorry about that. I have wood, obviously, and then I have this skill here. Gathering speed will increase 100. Yeah, okay, so you're going to want that one. All the way up to there, but really I didn't care about increasing building speed because I'm done building. I'm at level 15. For the time being, I've chosen to stay at level 15 just in case I want to spend that $10. So we'll get into that later. That's something I'll talk about later. But there goes your talents. Maybe another good one would be increase max load. That helps you gather more resources, and then the skill is just so handy, I thought, why not go without it? And again, these are just leftover points. At the beginning, you're going to want to just choose whatever that farm's going to be doing. So you're going to want to choose either wood or food in the very beginning when you're making a farm. And then later on, you could get jiggy with it and figure out your best way. So we won't do equipment yet. We're going to save that for a little bit later. But yes, you are going to be doing equipment. Okay, so the next item on the list is donations in the Alliance store. So you're always going to be wanting to donate. Always. So what I do is kind of when I first log into my account, I do kind of a round. So I check the boat, make sure I've signed in for the day. Okay, I've done that. And then I check up on my dragon. Okay, this fool has something for me. Boom, 12 back, send him back out for 12 hours. We're done with him, whatever. I know it's low, I don't care. Yeah, make sure that we're building stuff here. So, oops. We're gonna want that and that. Make sure those are always going. Okay, check on these. Boom, hit these up. I kind of do a little circle around the castle, you know, making sure I've gotten everything. Boom, and then I press this, make sure that's going. Alright, that's going. Make sure, look, see, here's something I could do. I have this scale here, so we'll go ahead and press that. Always have that on cooldown, people. Always have that on cooldown. And then we go, okay, we've checked all the castles, so then we'll go to Tree of Life. Oh, shit. Alright. Alliance Treasure. If it's a free refresh, might as well get the blue. Boom, then go to here, collect rewards, press this, okay, they'll help me, and then bam, okay, so moving on, Alliance missions, pick up these free gifts. These are great for VIP, guys. If you want your VIP to go up, stay in the same alliance and get those gifts. Skyrockets, and watch your VIP just go up. Alliance Science and Donation. Now this is the most important one. Obviously go to recommend. Okay guys. Look. You can hit this thing about 20, if you start from the beginning, it's 20 times you can hit it without having to spend gold to hit it again. What I mean by that is, okay, we're getting close. Okay, there. I can't press it anymore. If I press it, if it's above 347, if it's even 1 minute above, I could wait a minute and 30 seconds and I could come back and press it. But if I press it right now again, then I'll have to spend like 150 gold. So just leave it right there. Don't press it again. Anything above 347, don't press it. Just leave it there. I can come back. So that way you're constantly donating. On your farms, you're going to want to be constantly donating because you earn honor points. And those honor points are crucial because you're going to be saving money. Because you're going to have to buy these things. For instance, on your farms, when you need more food than you need wood, you're going to have to buy gather bonuses. Hopefully you are also collecting those during your events or whatever. You're going to want, mostly what I buy is the reset. Oh, don't buy it. Oh, thank God I didn't buy it. But mostly what you're going to be buying is the emergency reinforcement and the reset lord skills. Those are what I notice that I buy the most. The emergency reinforcement because I'm constantly hitting my own farm castle, so you know, it gets pretty hot and the walls get pretty low, so even when I am rebuilding them, so the emergency reinforcement is pretty great. And then of course, you know, you have to spend the gold, that 50 gold, but don't spend it until after you've hit it, but we'll get into that later. So right now we're just talking about things you're going to be buying in the Alliance store, and by donating you're saving actual money, okay, actual gold. Then you can use gold for more resources. So that's good. That's mostly what I buy. Okay. The supermine. This is crucial right here. Alliance territory, Alliance supermine. So I have my points set on wood. It's crucial that I join a wood alliance that has wood as their supermine constantly. So I'm always collecting wood. This is a big deal, guys. Make sure you're oh crap, got some drama going on, but there's always drama going on. Just want to give a shout out to the homeboys Dark and the homeboy Goku. But they got some beef going on right now with HXM. They're not attacking me, but hey, there's drama in this kingdom every day, people. Always drama. Alright. Where was I? The supermine. I'm gonna need a wood one. Alright. and that's my main castle. But enough about me. We're talking about upgrades. So for your farm on upgrades, your resources. Okay, so the resources that you're going to be collecting with your farm, those are called like open resources or unsafe resources. They're just regular resources that can be stolen from any castle. So you're going to want all those resources to go to your main castle. Now the safe resources are what's in these boxes here. Okay, you get a lot of them on your farm, so you know, make sure that you're using all for your upgrades the boxes. So right now would be a great time for me to actually use to do a big upgrade, because I've just emptied myself. So I should have all safe. Yeah, so I should have all safe resources to spend. So, but unfortunately, the only really things I have to upgrade here, so this would be a good one. But whatever. Do you guys get that? I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about there. Use the boxed resources to upgrade your farms, and then use the regular resources for your main castle to steal, to rob, or to give, whatever, how you do it. And yeah, you don't actually use the market, people. You only use that market when you're under war for like 24/7. If you have like a level P5 just hovering over you, you'd use the market. That's the only time you use the market, is if you just absolutely cannot open your shield. Otherwise, you just join a different alliance and you steal it, just how you would an enemy. But make sure there's, obviously, we'll get into that later. Right now, we're talking about upgrades, the safe resources, and the crates. Do big upgrades at night before you go to bed, and during the day do shorter resources where you can come back every now and then and make sure you can start a new upgrade. You know what I mean? So during the day, do your short resources, your short upgrades, the smaller projects, and then during night before you go to bed, do a bigger project. You know what I mean? So that way you're constantly upgrading. And in the beginning, yeah, you're going to probably want they'll give you some gifts. It'll help you out. Use those gifts. They're great. They're great gifts. Make sure you use all those gifts they give you for free. It's like right around here. There'll be like something free for you to hit every day, and they'll give you a bunch of good stuff. So make sure you be doing that. Moving on. Okay, science. Okay, science. So you won't be able to build a science right off the bat, but when you do, you're gonna want the most important thing to research when you're first starting out is you want to go to military. You want to get this go down, and you're going to get Legion. That's like crucial. And the faster you get that, the faster you can farm. And this too, leadership, crucial. Okay, you're gonna want big marches to farm a lot of food. And then this one, another one, Legion. The more marches you have, the better. Okay, those are most important. So be looking for those when you're first starting your farm. And then obviously next, you're gonna want to pick a resource for this farm. So I have 2 of them now because I've had this farm so long. I can do 2. But when you're first starting out, you're going to want to pick your farm to be either food or wood, and then just kind of stick to that. And then when you have the food all researched and all, everything, then you can move over to food or wood or whatever. But, just pick one at the first. Supply cart, obviously, that's going to be a big one you're going to want. Hard track is not really a big deal because... hard track's not really a big deal because I'll show you the troops that we'll be making. The troops that we'll be making, they do not require a lot of food, so it's not a big deal. This is a big deal. Increase your max wounded. That lets you have 20,000 extra, so that's great. Silver engineering, I put 7 into it, but I wouldn't really worry about it if I were you. I mean, it's not really a rush for a farm. You could take your time. What's rush is just to get it to the point, those legions. That's the rush, is to get those legions, and the rush is also to get your T2 assault carts, and we'll be getting into that a little bit later. Oh, no, actually, we'll be getting to that right about now. So the troops that you're going to be having, in the beginning, you're going to be making all troops, all T1. T1 infantry, T1 cavalry, T1 siege, and T1 archers. So you're going to be making all those, and then eventually you'll be upgrading this, and you'll be able to get the T2 assault carts. From then on, you'll be making T2 assault carts. And you'll still be making a little bit of T1 here, that's for sure. But in the very end, when you have your farm fully matured, you'll have only T2. It doesn't show it here, but let's see. So all I have is T2. So T2 there, they're getting some gold. I just need them to spend some time there. That's why I have them there. See this guy, it's all T2. Assault cart. T2 assault cart. Boo 2, T2 assault cart. That's all I got, people, in a fully matured farm. And okay, T2 assault carts. The reason why we have T2 assault carts. Let's go here. Now the reason we have T2 assault carts is because their upkeep is low, their load is high, and that's it. Their load and their upkeep. So load is 28, upkeep is 42. So the upkeep, they don't eat hardly anything. Why wouldn't I build these ones instead, you say? These ram carts? Well, the upkeep is a lot more. About half more. Double. And the load is... Oh, the load is 30? So the load's not much more. Look at that. Barely a little bit more. So, and then these are really cheap to heal. The T2, very cheap. Doesn't cost anything to heal. Okay? So that's another reason why. They're easy to heal. Now, a good way to get some real fast would be to go to these single training amounts. And you just keep pressing that and then keep making them and try to speed them up. Or if you have troop training speed ups, use all your troop training speed ups for the T2 assault carts, and that's the only thing you'll be using them for. Don't use your troop speed ups for any T1. Only use it for your T2 assault carts. All speed ups go there, and all single training amount goes there. T2. How do you know when you have enough? You'll have about 60,000. 60,000. I have 68. I don't know how I got 68. I guess I wasn't paying attention. But really, you only need 60,000. If you want 68, go ahead, go for 68. I mean, but you better be making sure you're hitting the level 7 plots. Because if you're trying to hit only level 6 or level 5 resource plots, you'll have too much. So hit the 7s. And then, obviously, you'll have 3... With VIP 8, that allows me to have 4 marches. So 3 marches can hit all level 7s. Yeah, 3 marches can get all 3 level 7s, and then the last march is just a big march on a level 7 on the super mine, which is basically unlimited, as much as you can get. So that's cool. That's what 60,000 will do for you. So plan around there. What kind of buildings will you need? Well, in the beginning, you're going to want about 5 or 6 hospitals, and then 5 or 6 military tents in the very beginning, because the military tents you'll eventually be getting rid of once you have the 60,000. So I could I could even get rid of this military tent. I don't know why I keep it. I guess maybe if I decide to go up to level 16. But I just have one military tent now. I used to have 6, but I got rid of them and I replaced them with resources because we'll be getting into it later, but all my equipment is set for farm income. So the more resources I have, the better. So yeah, so in the beginning, military tents about 5 or 6, and hospitals 5 or 6, and in the end you'll only really need 5 hospitals. You can probably get rid of one so just you'll be keeping around 5. Numbers. What is that? Oh yeah, I said the numbers. The numbers over here, 60. Around. Yeah, so that's what you'll be doing. Okay, next. I hope this is making sense, everybody. I hope I'm not confusing anyone. I hope that that I'm helping and this video makes sense. If you have any comments or corrections, go ahead and go down to the that like button and press that. These videos aren't very easy for me to make, so I mean they're easy, but I do them for fun. It takes probably like a half a day, maybe all day, to for me to make them real good. So I try my best. So give me a like if you like it. If you don't like it, let me know too. Say this video sucks in the comments. All right, moving on. Consolidating your resources. So what I have here is 3 of my farms all in the same alliance because they're wood, and then I have a different farm here which is in a different alliance, and he's actually gathering food, but that's not the point. The point is, instead of buying a bubble, if I don't want to break this bubble, say I just spent 1,000 gold on an all-day bubble, why would I break it just for a couple million resources? So an easier way for me to do it would be for this castle to attack all these castles here, store the resources in this one, and then bubble this one. So that way I don't have to buy a shield for all these 3. So that's what we call consolidating our resources and saving money on shields, saving gold on shields. Alright, so that's a strategy we use. Equipment. Alright. In the beginning, your equipment, you're only going to be using the free orange equipment that Clash of Kings gives to you for free. So yeah, just put those bad boys on and just wear those for a little while you get your military science done for your leadership and your extra marches. And then start researching your resources, the resource that you pick. But then after that, I'd move over to equipment and start researching your equipment. So you don't want to actually make any equipment until you have. Where is it? Okay. So you don't want to actually make any equipment until you have a couple things maxed out here. So have this maxed out before you start making equipment. Have this thing maxed out before you start making equipment. Same here. Same here. So have those maxed out. And then you can start making your equipment. And then you can go here. The equipment you're going to need. So this is going to be a big part, guys. The equipment that we need. Well, at first, you may not be level 20 or 25. So you're just going to be going for things that are farm income. Or it really doesn't matter, because you're probably going to get your farm to around 15 or level 20. So just get farm income and hospital and healing speed up, or in hospital size, things like that. Don't go for any attack, because you're not going to be attacking with these castles. So I'm going to show you what I picked for level 20 and 25, because I finally got my farm to level 25. So first off, I want to say that I didn't start with purple, I started with blue. So the reason that I said don't start your equipment until you have that science done is because once you have that science done, blues are they're so fast to get blue. And I'm not knocking on blue, because I think blues are good. So blues are still good, and they're really fast. So go ahead and get those blues real fast. And then once you have blues, you start all over again from level 1, and then you build it back up all the way to level purple. And then once you replace it with the purple one, the same one, then you can go ahead and break down the blue one and use that for resources. But you start all over again. I'm going to show you what I picked. For this level 20, I have a farm income, which look at that, almost 20%. My farm income, that's big time, guys. Troop load, of course, that's going to be great. I don't really care about the trap attack. I don't even make traps. This one, march speed up, is good because those assault carts are real slow. Then, of course, hospital capacity is always good. And healing speed up is also great. You're going to want healing speed up because your farms might be attacked. And the T2 are already fast to heal. And then when you have healing speed up, it makes them even more faster. It's just when somebody hits kills all my troops or attacks my plots. If I'm out if I'm out gathering and somebody hits my plot, my tile, I don't even care because, I mean, it's a little annoying, but I can heal those guys real fast because they're only T2. And then even faster if I have, the healing speed up. So troop load is great. March speed, again, that's great. And farm income. So these are good boots. You're going to want these boots. The leather hat, look at that. March speed up, so it makes my assault carts faster. We love that. Farm income, of course. Look at this one, this 25. No, you're not going to be able to get this for a while. I just got these. But there are other great pants. A level 15. There's a level 15 pants that are great. Here, let's go to them. You can get these real fast. Right here. Oops. These pants of wizardry. We got the hospital and the farm income. So I was rocking those for a while. And then level 20, I don't even think I was wearing level 20, but any for my farm. So, and then I got to 25, and now I'm wearing these bad boys. Look at this march speed. That's great. Healing speed. Oh, that's real good. And then look at that farm income, people. Look at all that farm coming in. That's what we want. And then pupil ring. You're gonna want this ring because it has the hospital capacity and the healing speed up. Remember, that's great. Alright, so there was my equipment, my recommendation. What never to do when you're building equipment. What never to do when you're building equipment. What never to do when you're building equipment is to mix colors. Never mix colors. Never mix colors when you're building equipment. Start from the very bottom. So say I've got all blues and I've just got all my blues. Okay, so now I start from the very bottom again and I go for purple. Okay? Start all over again. Don't ever try to be cunning and mix and take that chance, because guess what? It's rigged. Okay, people? Trust me, I've learned from experience. It's rigged. Do not mix colors. Just go straight back from the beginning and do it all over again as purple after you get your blues. And then after you got all purple, then you go back and just do it all over again as orange. Okay? All right. Blue first, and then starting. Yep, I just said that. Okay, we're not going for attack bonuses. I said that too. Okay, dragon word. Eventually, you don't want to ignore your dragon word. You get your dragon word at level 14. So I've just chosen peace. I've been neglecting my dragon word, to be quite honest. But I don't really care. I think this is the best one for farming, actually. Just go ahead and get this dragon word when you're 14. And then my dragon glass. You know, I've kind of been neglecting that too. So I got, yeah. Let's see. I don't even have that much dragon glass. So I just went for this wood income. That's great. I'll take it. Boom. Oh, and then you're not gonna want to forget this girl here on this horse. You're gonna want to donate to her. You want to get that. I really don't care about. But this increase gathering speed by 4%. That's a big deal. And we don't really care about that either. But yeah, this one's a big deal. Quick collection, increase gathering speed by 4. So, you know, maybe you can use your boxes. Don't use resources that you've gathered to donate here. Use your boxes, your crates to donate here. Okay? And then, okay, so mature and immature farms. Your farm is only mature once it's turned blue, like level 11, level 12. You know, that's when I would start hitting my farm. Anything before that, it's just really, you're hitting your farm too early. You know, you got to get it higher. You know, you got to work on it. So farms aren't easy. You know, I'm not saying they are, but they're not very hard either. I don't think so. You know, it's not easy, it's not hard, but just a little bit of time. You're gonna want to put into them. Like I said, make the big projects at night while you're sleeping. That way you wake up and you can start during the day, make all your small projects and get those out of the way, knock them out. Use all your speed ups. When you use your speed ups, only really use your speed ups for these smaller things, man. Like the 5-minute speed ups, those are great. So just these are what's really time consuming to be honest, because I could just hop on every 3 hours and then make a big one or whatever, and then or one that takes like 3 hours and then hop back on it again in 3 hours. But these you have to constantly be on. Like, so this is what I use my speed ups for, is the smaller ones. All right. I recommend making 2 farms at a time. So if you're making a farm, don't make just one, make 2, because you're just basically, by spending just a couple more minutes, you're doubling your income. Just a couple more minutes. You're already doing it anyways on one farm. You might as well have a second farm, make them twins. So just make 2 farms at a time. Or if you're baller, you know, make a bunch of farms at a time. I'm not saying that was just my strategy. I just made them 2 at a time. So obviously I've only done it twice because I only have 4 farms. So I'm looking to, you know, we'll get into that a little later. Your VIP time will help you. VIP is big, so yeah, don't neglect your VIP. Make sure you stay in the same alliance to collect the mission right here. This gives out great VIP stuff. So if you can stick around in one alliance for a long time, that's great. Because you can only collect those every 24 hours if you just join the alliance. They make you wait 24 hours. Alright, yeah, so, you know, day and night, you know, think a day, I've already said that, you know, daytime make the small projects, at night make the big ones. So, anything else? Oh, scoring free farms from people who are quitting. If you know a friend who's quitting or hasn't been on lately, you know, hit them up and say, hey man, I could use your farm. Or if you're watching this video and you're thinking about quitting, hey man, I could use your farm. You know, don't let it go to waste. You know, hit me up. We'll find somebody who could use it. You know, or you know, donate to the cause. We're trying to defeat these Chinese. So yeah, any farmers would help us greatly. You know, that's like more bullets coming in, more ammunition to fight against these Chinese, you know, if you just want to think about it that way. But yeah, go ahead and I'll use 2, and if there's people who want to give more than 2, we'll find them a home. So, all right, well, goodbye everybody. I really appreciate all the support and the likes that I was getting on my other videos. Yeah, so I appreciate it, and I hope this video made sense. I hope I helped, and well, Godspeed. As a good man here, as a wise man once said, Godspeed and party on. So guys, welcome back. We're about to try to take this palace, and wish us luck. Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. Here we go. So I'm just going to keep recording, and, oh, here we go, he's actually got a march here, so we got to join that. So we're all going to join Dark, the homie, and we're going to kick these bastards off. Now, if you notice, she's gone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a P5 around here somewhere.